one time, my daughter came home, alright, side rant. My daughter came home from school once, okay? And she's like, Daddy! Apparently, my daughter's Elmo. She's like, Daddy, we have to make a volcano that erupts. I'm like, the fuck? What? I'll just go dig up my garden, shall I? Get down to the core of the earth. And you know, we have to make those things and like shit spews out the top, whatever. So I was like, alright, don't worry, I'm on it. I went down to the shops, bought some glue, bought some cardboard, some sellotape. I bought some, what's that, baking soda and shit. So, you know, I watched a YouTube video on how to make this, by the way. So it would spray out the top. I was like, this volcano, alright, could be used as a miniature for the next King Kong. That's how good it's gonna look for my daughter. We sat down at the table, she's got scissors in her hand, I'm like, right, let's go. I start duct taping shit, mixing green paint together. I look to my side, she's gone. She's left me. In 10 minutes, my daughter has gone upstairs, she ain't interested in shit. And not only that, she was like, what, 4 or something? She can't do this work, it has to be me. So then I clocked it, I was like, okay, all the other kids, it's their dads doing it as well. I'm not just competing against other children here. I'm not just trying to make my daughter look good, I am competing against other dads. Now it's on, it's on. I stayed up all night, painting this shit, putting details in. Oh, I was like, oh shit, what else does this need? What else does this need? I went upstairs, I got gravel, I scraped moss off the wall, I put like... This thing looked like you can step into it and you're on set. You're on set. It was a miniature set, this volcano, and it was amazing. My daughter comes down in the morning, she looks at it, she goes off. She goes off. She's like, oh my God. Oh, it's amazing. Oh my God, it looks, oh, everyone's gonna be so jealous. We walked to school, which is just down the road from where we used to live, and I'm holding it because she ain't holding it for shit. I spent all night making this. I'm delirious. I haven't slept in years. As we get to the school gates, all right, there's a teacher outside, like, greeting everyone. Good morning, good morning. Sarah, all right, with no shame, turns around, grabs it off me, runs up to the teacher, thrusts it in front of her, and the teacher's like, oh, Sarah, did you do this? And the little bitch, she just looks at her teacher and she's like, I was like, oh, you did it, did you? Took credit for the whole fucking thing. Nothing was rewarded to me. I wanted a sticker, all right? And what's worse, my daughter looks at me and then looked back at the teacher. I was like, yeah, you did it. Okay, being in your room playing Minecraft all night was doing it. I thought, you know what it does? Don't say anything. Don't say anything. Just be an adult. Now it's time to be an adult, okay? You've made it for your daughter. That's the point. Let her walk into school, win this thing, and you can hold your head high. I went to pick her up from school. This is a true story. I went to pick her up from school, and they'd already made like a pedestal for the work that had won. My work had won. It was in the hallway. It was number 1. It was on top there, and it was like made by Sarah and that. And then I don't know. The teacher came up to me and she was like, "I bet you're proud." And I couldn't help it. I was like, Of course, she had a bit of help. Oh, he did it. And the teacher looked at me. She's like, "Mr. Blackmore, that is very bad to take credit for your daughter's work. Like we're all here to celebrate." And I'm like, let me tell you something. All right, I haven't slept. I'm covered in glue and baking soda. I was like, I did it. Me. And yeah, that was the first time I realised that I'm an immature father. Hey! All right, you got to learn in life. You can't just sponge off other people's work. It's mine. She won. That's the point. That's a side rant. I recently got robbed by an Iranian woman in a scarf. It was literally last week in London. She came up to me, she touched me, she put her hands around me, she was so flirty. She was very, very beautiful. Turns out, she was homeless, and she was hungry as shit. So I was like, okay, alright, let's go get you a sandwich. Let's go get you some food. Went to Superdrug, if you don't know what Superdrug is, it's a store over here that sells like cosmetics, but they also do food, they have actually good sandwiches. She fooled me! She fooled me with her good looks and her hunger, right? Because the bitch didn't go to the food aisle, okay? She went to the cosmetics aisle. She grabbed a basket, she started putting shit in it, most expensive shit I've ever seen. True story, right? She picks up, she's like, can I get shampoo? Shampoo, she couldn't speak English that well. I was like, okay, yeah, well, get some shampoo, I guess, yeah. She got conditioner, she got skin cream, she got makeup, she's piling it all in. And I kept saying to her, no, where's the food? Put the food in there! Bitch got Paris Hilton's latest range, put it in her basket. I was like, can you eat it? Can you eat it? And whilst I was saying no to her and trying to take shit out of her trolley, she was like, oh, thank you. She didn't understand no. Security guard came up, she's like, sir, is everything okay? I was like, no, I'm being robbed. Help me. She went and got hair dye. In the end, I had to say to her, to stop her. I had to grab her by the shoulders and hold her still. I'll be like, listen, put this stuff back. This is what she said to me. She was like, put it on my hair. Thank you. I was like, no, I came to buy you a sandwich. Food, just get some food. You said you were hungry. I managed to get all the stuff back. I bought her some shampoo. Oh my God. And out the shampoo, she was like, now we get food. I said, okay. I drew some money. I drew like £10 out so she can go get herself some food. She's like, five? I said, well, 10's more than 5. I can't draw out 5. Just have 10, you get more food. She's like, no, 50. I was like, what, 50? Your shampoo just cost 50. She's like, no. And she wrote, I swear to God, she wrote on the window, 500. She wanted me to give her £500 for food. I was like, what do you eat? Gold? What is this? I gave her the £10 I just ran. She tried to hug me. I ran. Side rant. I made this mistake, right, because I thought it was cool. I bought a fridge freezer, and it's got one of those, like, screens on it. It's got, like, an intelligent ice dispenser. I don't know what that means. What is intelligent about dispensing ice? I don't know. I don't know why they call it that. Apparently it's something to do with each cube is pretty much the same size. It melts. Who gives a shit? And there's a camera inside the fridge, right? So when you're at the supermarket, you go, oh, do I have any lettuce? Let me check the app. And then you go on the app and you can see all the items in your fridge. Condensation. Thousands of pounds I spent on that fridge and I've been defeated by condensation. The only reason I got it was for the camera. I thought that's great. But the condensation, the camera just pops up. You can't see shit. All I can see is all the food that I told my daughter not to eat because it's mine and she's fucking eating it. And now you don't even have to open your fridge. You just wave at it and it opens because apparently we are going to get to the point. It's going to be like that movie WALL-E where everyone's just like floating around in chairs, fat. I remember the only time my crush's name was Kimberly in high school and I was so besotted with her. Young dads just loved her so much. And the one time we actually communicated is because she joined my drama class. And then she found out that Dad's group was the one to be in if you wanted to pass. So she joined my drama group. I lost my mind. Lost it. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna feed her some lines. She's definitely playing my love interest. But then the teacher, for like first time I'm working with my crush ever, time to impress her, my drama teacher gives us this this trust group exercise bullshit. What she did was she put a ring of chairs, right? And everyone had to stand on the chairs, and then one person, you had to like walk round the circle of chairs on the edge of the chairs whilst, you know, the guys standing there on the chairs were helping them not to fall. It's actually really dangerous. Like, chairs aren't that big, you know. And she was the one that was going to go around, so it was going to get to a point where she'd come around and I'd have to hold her and pass her safely to the next person, right? So she's going around the circle. My friend Carl, right? My friend Carl is next to me. He's looking at me. He's like, Daz, you're gonna get a chance to grab her. Like, he knew later. I was like, what do I do? What the fuck do I do, right? True story, okay? True story. As she made her way around the group circle, balancing on all these chairs, Carl passed her, like, he was passing her to me. He didn't want to touch her too much. He knew I liked her. She grabbed my hand, right? I was like, oh my god, I'm holding her hand. What the hell? She came over, she looked at me, she's like, don't you drop me. And I remember words, because she was this close to me. I was holding her. She was this close to me. And I remember, like, looking at her, just going, I didn't know what to say, and she laughed. She was laughing at me because she could see I was just a fucking idiot, and I didn't want to pass her to the next chair. I was holding her. She was like, "You got to give me to the other chair. I got to step over." And I'm still standing there like, oh god, she was so wonderful though. She was so wonderful. I passed her on to the next chair, and that was the last one. I was the second to last guy to have to help her over, and it just made me look like such a twat. After that, I think she picked like a different group to work with. Oh my god, I remember that like it was yesterday.